Hey guys, today I'm going to give you a boat tour of the inside of the boat. Jamie and I have put together a couple of videos for that, so without further ado, enjoy. Hi there, I'm Chris. This is my wife Jamie, and my daughters Ava and Lola. Oh, and our dog Maggie. We sold everything we had and bought our new home on water. Come along with us as we share our love for Jesus, people, and the oceans. We hope that you are inspired to share your faith with others, make memories together, and travel more. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.
And now we are about to hit the Salon and the galley, which is just basically fancy boat words for living room / dining room and our kitchen. So this is where we cook. This is kind of our pantry. We shove all our snacks in here. It's pretty bare right now. I should have provisioned more for snacking foods. And then we have a cool dish drainer that we can just set our dishes in so they're not flying around when we're underway. And it's also a sink, so it drains. And then we can put this on it and it gives us more counter space, which is awesome in a small space. And right through here we have medicine, just extra storage. And then over here, toothbrushes, rags, just more storage. It's kind of messy. And extra storage on top. We don't have a lot of stuff up here right now because we have to redo the windows, and when it rains, which we haven't had much of, but when it does, it leaks a little, and so we don't like leaving anything up here. But this is a really good tray because it holds everything in place when we're cruising, so we just can leave it right there. And it stays put, even when it's rough. Induction cooktop. I love this thing. It was given to us by the previous owners, but the only thing that we have that works with it is this wonderful percolating coffee pot. So that being said, and also if we are not on shore power, it uses a ton of power when we turn it on and use it. So we usually only use it when the generator's on. Hatches. This one has a nice little screen to keep the bugs out, but this is what we usually keep open since we can't keep the air conditioning going unless the generator's on. But you get a lot of nice wind flow fans. These are two of the port lights that me and Chris replaced because the other ones were corroded and wouldn't open. So we did that. They're holding tight. Whoop, whoop. Storage over here we just use as more of like our pantry for our spices and stuff. Up here we have more storage. This is more of like our coffee, breakfast spot, granolas, teas, paper towels, and
all the luxuries you need in your life.
This right here on a boat is, I know we're not salty sailors and this is a complete luxury item, but we love our ice maker. It doesn't use a lot of power, so we can have it plugged in when we are not on shore power. We plug it in when we're going. We plug it in we're not worried about it sucking all of our power. And since we only have 500 watts of solar, is that right?
Right.
So we have to use that sparingly. But the ice machine, it's a win. And toaster oven, we don't really use it that much, but we keep all our coffee stuff here. We use both of these as refrigerators. So this is our fridge space. Not too shabby, plenty of room, way more room than what we had in the camper. And then we also have, more spray right there. Oh, it's because Honey didn't bring out the rag. That would be your daughter. That's where we keep our silverware, more pantry items. They slide out a little so you can have easy access. Over here, trash can, 2 separate entries, and more storage space. That's where we keep our plates. It's not the most organized, but it does the job.
You want me to do the, go ahead.
Instapot, we usually keep that downstairs because it's so big and it takes up a lot of room space-wise. but I'm using it for dinner tonight, so I left it out.
So here is the salon area. Right here, this is where we sometimes sleep even, but it's where we have our meals. We have people over and we sit down. Underneath all of the seats are storage. So yeah, come here and check this out. So this thing, all of this goes really, really deep down there. So we got a lot of food. Kids got popsicles, things like that. We have 2 air conditioning units. Here's one. There is a Marine AC right there. We have 2 16,000 BTU air conditioners, and it also has an easy start for so it doesn't use so much amperage. Something like that helps it start a lot easier without just draining the battery. Under here, more storage as well. We put canned goods and things like that in there. And under here, which is the one that probably gets opened the most, is the tool area. It's kind of organized, kind of not. I got some in these yellow totes. There are spare tools. Here's my go-to tool bag, Ryobi stuff. We just picked up this leaf blower, and it is awesome. We don't have leaves on the boat, but we have a dog, and so we blow out the cockpit and things like that. Yeah. Moving on. And we have our little camera girl right there too. Okay.
And also on the table, it slides down to a bed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gonna say that?
Yeah. So this, the table adjusts. So if we have our rooms filled or if it's hot, sometimes.
She's giving you a tour.
And this is usually the coolest area because of all the windows and stuff that we can open. So we haven't done this yet, but if it ever is like burning down, then we'll load this and we'll just all sleep here. And I've been sleeping here just because it's cooler and I don't feel the boat move as much.
She's not mad at me or anything. Like, she invited me to sleep next to her last night, and I did. Slept right there. Then I got back in our bed. So.
We also do homeschool. A majority of homeschool is done here, and that's why it looks kind of cluttered, but it's really organized for us because all of our homeschool's there. We do a few things electronically right now, but we still do a lot of paper, pencil, because I try to limit screen time. And then this is like the girls' little snack basket, and then this is where all of our devotionals are, so that way we can kind of go to, it's easy to get to in the morning.
Okay, so this is the nav station. It's a little more cluttered than I'd like, even though this is actually kind of clean. Because we got so many charging devices and things like that we need a lot of times. But got some under storage here where we put some of our boat paperwork and things like that, flares, emergency items, some of that. And over here, here's all the special things. So you got your distribution A and B switches that go from shore power to your battery bank to your generator. We got our VHF inside, and we have one that we can plug in outside. Here's our Fusion radio connected to Bluetooth, and this one integrates out the one outside as well. Here is our DC panel where we flip all the stuff on and off. These are all of our battery monitors, controllers, things like that. So right here is a Balmar battery monitor, and what it does, it learns as you go, kind of learns what you use. And this is our Blue Sky solar controller, or not controller, but it's our monitor. Tell us how many amps we're pulling in. Then you got your generator monitor. These are our AC monitors, and we can control the temperature. AC panel right there where we can turn on the outlets and things like that. This right here, this is an EPIRB. If we're in an emergency situation, we'll grab our ditch bag, which all of any kind of non-perishables and things like that, space blanket, flares, and we'd grab our EPIRB. That way it would alert the Coast Guard. You do have to register it in your name, so if it goes off, they call you. So there's all of that. That's, oh, this right here. This is a Xantrex power inverter. This is the monitor. It's I believe a 3,000 watt inverter, and it converts your AC and your DC.
And just behind the panels, we have access to all our wiring.
Yeah, everything.
It's just easy access. So, which is awesome about this Leopard 43 is just the ease of getting to everything.
Yeah.
Even though we might not know what we're doing, at least we know we can get it easily.
Yeah, this is all of our tech stuff. Anyway, where do you want to go now? Oh, over here as well.
This is Chris's junk drawer. See?
This is a fire extinguisher. I just hit my elbow on. This is kind of a junky spot. I always set my MacBook and a couple things over here. Hats. You want to go to our room?
I'm sure. Do you want to do that, or do you want me to?
You do it.
Okay. Good. My arm's getting tired.
Cool. All right, back at it. All right.
We have a charter version, which means that we have 4 cabins in the boat instead of 3 and 3 heads. So we have 4 heads or bathrooms and 4 cabins. We'll do ours first. Underneath the stairs also, you have access to ACs, water pumps. This is just empty storage. Oh, nope, that's the other side.
Yeah.
Our games that we keep are in here. Here's the composting toilet. So this is the bathroom where the number 2 business goes down. And storage under, if you see like the little pool holes. So everything has a purpose. So I'll lift this up just so you can get an idea.
There's nothing under there. See, there's a bilge pump and there's a shower pump. This
though does have storage, and I keep like our fins, our dive fins and stuff under there. Let me turn on the light so that way.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, light.
So this is like our little closet. This is, well, there's some of my stuff, but this is Chris's, this is mine, and that's really where we keep all our stuff.
I'm gonna make some bubbles.
You did? Can I see them in just a minute?
Yeah?
Perfect.
I make some with...
This is our bed, lights, hatch to open to get air. And there's more space under here that we have. It's very nice and organized.
Oh yeah, yeah it is.
Inside our nightstands though, which is pretty cool, is that there's more storage.
Oh yes. Storage.
On
Same
both
over there
sides.
as well.
These are my crayons.
Awesome. That's Lola's crayons, shelves. Here is the Ford Peak. There's also storage on this side of the bed.
Blue.
This
now,
is
That's
really
got
a
my
mess,
BC and a lot of extra storage.
but it's storage. And we can also lift up the bed, and there's storage under there as well on this side. So we have like the girls' extra clothes, the ones that I was able to keep, and all of, if we need to get access to changing any clutches or wiring, it's all through these panels, and they're velcroed to the ceiling, so they come off real easily.
Awesome.
I'm not going to show you that though, because it's a pain to get them back on.
Also, real quick, all the junk and everything, that's from when we had to distribute all the weight. How about showing them the beddies?
Oh yeah. We realized when we were in the camper how big of a pain it was when the girls had bunk beds, and it always looked messy. And in our bed in the camper, it was so hard to get to the sides that it was a very first world problem, but it was really hard to make the bed. And so I knew when we were coming to the boat that beddies, at least for our 2 bedrooms, was something that we wanted to invest in, because it just zips. And do you have access to that?
I do.
Okay.
So you have a zipper.
It's just hard to do with one hand.
One hand, but got it.
You just zip it up and down,
and down.
to get in and
Open
out.
Zips
And
right up.
Beddies are not super cheap. They are on the pricier side, but they are good quality, and their customer service is impeccable, because they replaced one of our beddies, like no questions asked. I called them and told them that one of the colors was fading, and they were like, we'll send you another one and you can keep the one you got. So it was great customer service. If you hit them when they have their huge sales going on, that is key. If you are someone like us that has a fixed budget and is living thrifty, I definitely recommend watching for sales if this would be something you're interested in. I love them because I like things nice and neat, and it makes your beds look nice and neat. And then whoop, the red light also, we hadn't talked about that, but if you can see that in the thing, in the camera, it helps with our night vision at night, so it doesn't mess that up if we're traveling at night. Here's the girls' room. They share a bed, they share stuff. And
yeah, Penny, Kung Fu Panda, Catboy. Yeah, this is not.
Their bed's not all pretty. They're pretty little mermaid pillows hidden, but yeah, this is where they sleep. They have hatches, they have clothes and storage space. We do have a huge TV in here, and I don't even know, we maybe have turned it on like once or twice.
Yeah. And
under this bed is one of our engines. So I'll let Chris show you that.
Yes, so this is like these are Yanmar diesels. 39 horsepower, we got 2 of them, and we got a generator as well, so we can charge the batteries with 3 different engines. Okay, here it is. It's an engine. I don't know how interested you are in that, but the main thing that we always do when we open this is we want to check our coolant. We want to check our sea strainers, make sure the sea cocks are open, which I got to go ahead and do anyway right now. I'm going to do that. And what we do is we open this, take the seaweed out, because this is a raw water cooling system for the engine. So it's cooled by seawater. Anyway, let's see.
Hot water heater.
Got a hot water heater over here on both sides. This is the one that the previous owner replaced. And I had to do some repairs to the old one on the other side. That's it. And, well, a couple things I guess that we could show you over on the other side, maybe, because I mean it's about the same, but we have different rooms.
But this is, well, our bathrooms are set up differently.
Hey there.
This is set up for shower only and sink, so no toilet in here. This is where our shower stuff is. This is where the water drains. This is where the girls brush their teeth. And we haven't really used this much because we usually just either find a shower at a marina that we can use for free, or we shower on the back of the boat.
Sweet.
Watch your step.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and show you this real quick. There's not a whole lot to see. There is a washroom right here. I'm gonna let Jamie explain that. You come here.
Oh, or what are you trying to say?
Well,
Washrooms are women's work?
Oh, funny.
Wow, I was thinking you kind of cleaned it up in here, but
I forgot to clean it up. Just don't worry about all that.
Okay.
There's a vacuum. It's awesome.
This is where we keep. This is like our laundry room. So anything that you would normally keep in a laundry room, we keep in here. We have a washer. We've never used it yet, just because it uses a lot of water, and we haven't hooked up. We haven't turned on our water maker yet because we're not in the Bahamas where the water is crystal clear, and so we don't want to damage it with seagrass and all that. But we have our stuff hanging on the walls and our wonderful Black & Decker lithium battery vacuum cleaner, which is amazing. It's super small and takes up less storage. Another Betty. Engine is under the bed, just like the other side.
But there's the Xantrex 3000 watt power inverter that we have.
Like fast forwarding this, you need to
inverter,
slow down.
charger, and
no.
Okay. So don't really put anything under here because there's really no room. Don't want to crowd this too much. This is a fishing stuff area. This is my tackle box because we did not invest in a tackle box, and I sold all my freshwater stuff. So yeah, this baby right here, love it. Anyway, look at that look on her face. She was rolling those eyes.
Yep.
And real quick, I'm gonna lock this up. Boom. All right.
More storage space, sheets, rags, dive stuff, Swiffer stuff.
Awesome.
Swiffers come in handy on a boat.
All right.
And last room.
Last room.
Oh.
Bread maker.
bread maker.
Mommy.
We don't use
I
it,
made
haven't
some
used it.
bubbles.
So right now that's where we're storing it until we use it. Hold on one second, Lo. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Make some.
I'm almost done. Hey, do you want to show on this room?
Yeah.
Come on.
Alright.
Tell us about this room.
Flamingo.
It's the flamingo bedroom.
I sleep in here.
You sleep in here?
Yeah. All the time. And the poker bites bedroom.
It's the polka dot bedroom. Hey, don't kick, baby. That's not nice. It's the polka dot bedroom
It's in my room.
in your room.
And where's the mommy pillows?
But yeah, this is just an extra bedroom. We have, it almost mirrors our bedroom, and so there's storage under the bed. Chris's fishing poles.
And the pink one.
We have more storage in the Ford Peak.
Yep.
And then this is, we don't have storage on the other side of the bed because that's where our water maker is.
Yeah.
Can't tell you much about that one because we haven't used it yet.
Yeah, we'll do that in another video.
Yeah, once we actually put it to use, hopefully.
Alright, you ready? That it?
I think that's it,
One more
guys.
bathroom?
Bathroom, this
Electric
is where we have an electric head, and marine bathrooms are super sensitive, and since I don't want to deal with anything, and I don't think Chris wants to either, we only go number 1 in here, and just like most boats, toilet paper goes in a trash bag and not in the toilet because they're very sensitive and they will overflow. And this one sometimes overflows when toilet paper doesn't even go in it because Lola pushes buttons. But that is all of her and all of her glory.
Alrighty. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe and thanks for watching.